Hello, everybody. Welcome back to a Season of War, where we got another battle here for you, Age of Sigmar. So Jordan and I are going to play a match, Total Conquest, as you probably can notice by this.
Yep.
Just before we get started, just wanted to give a big shout out to all the premium members. You know, they really drive the channel, as we always say. They have a say in a lot of stuff, the battle plans we play, sometimes the armies, a lot of other little perks. So really, really easy. You can just hit the join button. It's just down by subscribe.
By the time you guys see this battle report, we've already filmed other battle reports on the new scenery.
Yeah.
So we're really excited to show that off. It's a couple of cool sets coming up. So
yeah,
they'll be one at a time. So the first one's going to be coming soon.
Yeah. So super excited for that. But yeah, other than that, do you want to walk us through the realm and the battle plan and everything?
So as you said, this is Total Conquest, 4 objectives, just a big square, 2 feet apart. Normal capturing rules for this in terms of most models, but interesting scoring. You get 1 point base, but if you took it from your opponent and they previously controlled it, you get a bonus point.
Yeah.
You also get a bonus point if you have a hero on that objective, any of the objectives. So a couple different ways to boost up your scoring, but
not massive for both of us.
We're both a little light on heroes in these builds. You might actually want to tailor to this mission if you see this in a mission pack.
Yeah.
I would probably actually play a list with the Eidolon if I saw this mission, going into an event.
Yeah, just with the Skink Chief on Saggadon as well. It just reminds me that you and I played this very similar list, so it'll be fun to play Total Conquest again.
Yeah, for sure. And then today we're playing on the realm of Hysh. It's not the most impactful. There's an extra Mystic Shield spell. You love that. You love Hysh.
Yeah, Hysh is actually not bad.
Yeah. So you love that. There's a 6-up Feel No Pain from Terrain.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's command ability to ignore cover,
yes,
which has almost never been relevant, but is relevant to this game because you can use that on your guys and then shoot me off. That's basically, it's a -1 armor save to me.
Yeah, for Deepkin, as everyone, most of you probably know, Deepkin in turn 1 are in cover. So it could be, I have to be wholly within 12 of a hero. But
I mean, we got...
Usually I'm doing that for my buffs
in your castle, just shooting out 1 unit at a time.
Yeah. So a little benefit in my favor.
There's potential. So could be helpful.
Yeah, so we'll see. So awesome. Do you want to just take me through your list then, quick?
Yes. So I'm running an Achillean Corps battalion. This is very similar to an old Achillean Corps list I used to run competitively. Little changes, especially with Marathi in that. So in the battalion, I have the Leviathan, 2 Alopexes, and then 6 units of various eels. So playing Dhom-Hain in this list, obviously it's the best.
Yeah.
And then with my eels, I have 4 units of offensive eels, all just units of 3.
Yep.
And then 2 units of defensive eels, again, just units of 3.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I have my Soul Scryer, who's deep striking off the board, 2 units of 3 offensive eels with him. So
always in the back of my head.
Some some danger you have to keep in mind.
Yeah.
And then leading the charge is my Italian Queen, a custom kind of little bit of kit bastion. Actually, a lot of work I put into that model, reposing and whatnot.
Yeah.
So a treasured model of this range for me. And she is my general, of course, making all my eels battle line.
Yeah.
And she has the command trait, Lord of Storm and Sea. So she gives +2 to bravery to all Deepkin units wholly within 12. Mm-hmm. Not going to be relevant in this matchup, but that's actually a trait I like because of the presence of Lumineth in the meta.
Yeah. I'm just low bravery on eels. Not low, but I've seen them run before. So
for sure.
It's huge.
It's very dangerous against the light elves, right? So,
yeah.
So have that there. And then the mount trait of -1 to hit, standard. And then she has the Cloud of Midnight item.
Mm-hmm.
Again, this is actually how I used to run it on an Achillean King, because in this build I don't have the Eidolon, where it's way better on him now.
Yes.
That's a great pick, but it's still an item I really want to take.
Yep.
And then the mount trait on my turtle is Reverberating Carapace as normal. I feel like it's just the most dynamic one, giving me an extra 3 inches on either side for his bubble.
Yeah, so good. I love that.
And then again, just my Soul Scryer has my second artifact for my battalion. It's just Leandra's Last Lament. It's actually another Battle Shock one. It's a once per game, wholly within 18, immune to Battle Shock.
Nice. I haven't
Great
seen
with
that
my
one.
deep striking eels.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
They can operate independently, and I'm not worried about Battle Shock, even if they charge outside of like the 6 inches, for the normal Battle Shock immunities.
Nice.
So yeah, that's it for me.
Awesome. Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, I'm bringing Seraphon again. We love doing these matches because this is very much our 2 favorite armies, our most competitive armies that we both play. So it's ones that we love these games because it's just you see a natural competitiveness that we both really, really have. So I'm running actually the newest list I've been running in TTS and just other things. I call it the Kroak and 3 Hammers, but there's a lot of different teleporty craziness.
Oh, yeah.
But essentially it's Kroak, Star Seer, Star Priest, Skink Priest, and Astrolith Bear. The Star Seer is my general, and he's nimble, so +1 to move and +1 to save. And the artifact Serpent God Dagger is just on the Astrolith Bear, which might come up, it can slay a model, but once in a blue.
Hasn't got anyone yet.
No. And then I have 2 units of 10 Skinks for battle line, and then a unit of 40 with Moonstone Clubs, a unit of 3 Salamanders, and a block of 20 Chameleon Skinks. And then the usual loadout for the endless spells. Yeah. So the Balewind Vortex, Bound Geminids, and Extra CP.
My favorite.
Yeah, your favorite. Yes. Yeah. Love the Bound Geminids. They should be about 120 points.
And this is a bit of a grudge match, this matchup. So you guys would have seen a couple weeks ago, we did have a Seraphon Deepkin match on the channel.
Yeah.
And Ridge...
I've apologized, I think, on that actual battle plan. You probably edited out a few of them, but just, this will already be out, right? So if you haven't seen it, something happens early on that I'm not don't feel the best about it.
It was a tough game. Ridge wants some revenge, needless to say.
Yes.
So he demanded a rematch.
I made Jordan play me, with the same kind of list because
My list is a little different. It's a different mission.
Yeah.
But a lot of the same principles, right?
Yeah. I just love showing all the viewers the most competitive in the meta right now. What is you're seeing on TTS, what you're seeing takeout tournaments. Yeah. This is kind of a snapshot of 2 very, very much those armies. So
and obviously we're both really practiced with these armies too.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Awesome. Well, I outdropped you here.
You did.
I had choice of first. Surprisingly, I'm not going to Alpha Strike you this time. As fun as it was last time, I'm going to be giving you first turn here.
I figured as much. All right. So we'll have Seraphon turn 1.
Let's do it.
All right, we're back. Seraphon turn 1 is over. Took a bit. Thought about what I wanted to do, kind of the whole plan. I noticed Jordan's Achillean Queen was just kind of out in the front, and I'm always looking for the closest object to be able to shoot.
Yeah.
But clearly didn't forgot about the Cloud of Midnight after placing my chameleons perfectly down, thinking he has 7 wounds.
Yeah.
I did 2 in the magic.
I asked if you were sure you wanted to go for the king.
He gave me, are you sure you want to go for it? So it's not like it was any type of gotcha, and I know about that artifact. So he burned it at least, I guess. So
it forces the issue.
Yeah.
And you're still in such a defensive position, right? You have your parting shot,
Yeah, that's the big...
You're still Seraphon.
Yes. One of the nice things is I am able to be within 18 of both my 40 block of skinks and my 20 chameleons. So if he does charge me, I am able to shoot. I only got 1 CP from my Kroak and the Seer, which was kind of crazy, but I get 1 from... So I had 3, essentially. I used 1, so I have 2 CP. Teleported them to get the point, ran up my heroes just to kind of stay within, and then zoning out, because I know the Soul Scryer. So I zoned out here, zoned out there. So nothing in the board edges. But yeah, I'm pretty defensive position. But yeah, just as soon as it happened, he's like, yeah, Cloud of Midnight. Like, oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. It obviously, early in the game, so...
Lots to happen still. Only 1 model's died, losing 1 Ishland.
Yeah.
Yield to your skinks.
2 up unrendable.
Oh, yeah.
Tough to
you got 4 mortals.
4 mortals, so that was...
so that killed 1.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had 8 saves, and I made all my 2-ups.
Yeah, no ones.
Yeah, so
but that'll happen. That's dice.
Yeah, stupid skinks.
Yes. Stupid skinks, and I say stupid Ishland in cover.
It's going to be an interesting one for sure, though. Play Seraphon, I always feel like my only chance is I have to get that double turn, right?
Yeah.
And I have to get it at a time when it's optimal. And even if I got it turn 1 into turn 2, I don't know if I could even take it there. Like, just the position in that, it's like, there's no opportunity for me here.
Yeah.
So, but as soon as I commit, if I don't win priority, I get caught out, which is just the risk in this matchup. Going up against Seraphon, I have to take that risk at some point.
Yes.
And hope I survive, or you know what I mean? Like, just hope for the best. Because at some point, I'm going to have to commit, because you can just sit there shooting at me.
Yeah. And Kroak on the Balewind.
Exactly. So it's like, I'm forced to go into you, but I'm punished so hard as soon as I do, right?
Yes.
So that's where it's like, I have to get the double. But I'm definitely in a tight spot here, not just position-wise. You did a very good job of zoning and kind of controlling the board, that it's tough for me to get into anything that I want to get into, right?
Yeah.
You put your skinks out front, but you're a parting shot, and
if I roll the 4 up, then that whole charge is wasted. Yeah. It's it'd be interesting.
Awesome.
So with that, we're gonna go to IDK turn bottom of 1.
Yes, sir. All right, Deepkin turn 1, bottom of the round. So I had the tough task of trying to break your castle. As I mentioned before, you almost have to go all in, play for the double against Seraphon.
Yeah.
Try and, kill everything and then go from there.
What you can, for sure, yeah.
2 turns, it gives me the opportunity, right? With your positioning, with your tools, I don't have the ability to significantly cripple your army in 1 turn, unless you make a major flaw in positioning or something, which you haven't done.
No.
I obviously had a couple plays, with the boats and shooting. I was trying to take down your heroes to remove your parting shot.
Mm-hmm.
Got your Star Priest down to 1 wound remaining.
Yeah.
I would have loved him to die, because then I could have gone into this big unit of skinks. Got my Italian king into the Ashlareth Bear, yeah. But not until after you get to do parting shot anyways, right? I didn't kill him until combat.
Yeah.
So I did charge my turtle in, did 4 impact wounds, and then you parting shot and ran those guys away. I made the mistake. This was just a major error in terms of charging those guys second.
Yeah.
I should charge them first to block you in there.
And then I would have had to run back over into the boat.
Tougher, you might have got locked in, but I mean, with an 11-inch move, turn 1, you still have a ton of movement.
And then the turtle might not have got it. Yeah, so they might have actually been more.
And then my Ishland only did 4 wounds to them.
Mm-hmm.
Killing 8 in total helps mitigate the unit and but none ran to battle shock, so they're still kicking. And because of your ranges and shooting, obviously I can't just sit back, so I really have to engage. It'll be pretty crippling here for you to unleash your magic. I did actually hamper your range 6 inches, so that helps.
Mm-hmm.
I could have actually just sent the Italian king in potentially and left everything else back trying to do that. That would have been a possibility, but then you're still getting to pick down everything else, right? Like I want to take your Star Priest down because then you're not getting your buffs on your stinks.
Yeah.
It just snowballs if you can take out the heroes.
Absolutely, yeah. It's tough though. I think what we talked about before with Deepkin is that having the shark though and having the turtle and having actually some shooting now is great against this. Like
it helps.
People still love the all eels and all that stuff. I get it, but I know we always talk about that. Like that's huge. You almost kill my Star Priest and killing the Astrolith.
Yeah.
That's very good against, especially like Seraphon. It's one of those.
Yeah. So obviously just trying to do everything I can as always. And hoping for the best, and we can just jump right into priority.
Yes. All right. 2's not going to do it, Jordan.
So Ridge rolls a 6, so he wins ties regardless. And you're
Kroak
going to get to... Yeah.
Kroak is maybe going to get some of his revenge.
So you're obviously taking the turn here.
Yeah.
You're going to do your thing.
Yeah.
All right.
That's going to happen. So Seraphon turn 2. Okay, so back top of 2, I did my casting Constellation. I pretty much want to get rid of these 3 units with all of my spells. The first 2 Celestial Deliverances, I rolled 1 for the King, so didn't do anything on the first 2, and I think I did 2 or so each time on them.
Yeah.
And then did Comet, took a couple wounds off here and there. And essentially I wanted to get rid of this. The magic phase didn't go as well as I was hoping, but
yeah, still killed the King.
Yeah.
Turtles down to 4.
Yeah.
Killed 2.5 out of 3 eels.
Yes, and Geminids through there too. So yeah, I know it's saying a lot that it's not worth it. It's Seraphon, but the biggest thing with Deepkin is that the shooting mechanic. So it's like I know it, and I tried as much as I can get around it. So I was hoping I could bring my Sallies in, shoot the rest of the King off, shoot the rest of the turtle off, and then charge the King. Couldn't do it because even with the teleport, the 9s I could not get closest to the turtle.
So you only did 1 in range of the turtle.
So I got 1 in range. I did actually, I think 4 or 5 damage to him, and then I shot the rest at the King, killed the King. But then because of this bow, there's no way I can charge the turtle. So yeah, nothing I could do there. So I'm still gonna score 2-2.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. Just looking at it, I was like, it still was obviously a good turn, but I just really thought I was going to be able to clean both of them up, take your eel, take the body count down, and then, I'm still in a good spot, but yeah.
Yep, and obviously not only killing half my army, but you take 3 points. Again, you get 4 here. You get 1 for that 1, so you'll be on 5 for this round.
Yeah.
Or for this turn. Yeah, so with that, we'll be going into bottom of round 2.
Yeah.
Deepkin turn 2. We'll see what happens.
All right.
All right, coming down to it. After your turn and leaving my turtle alive, I knew I was going to have a good chance just to do some damage. And that was my last shot at actually dealing with your salamanders.
Yes.
Because if I didn't do it that turn, they would be able to just run rampant throughout the game. So actually my turtle surviving and obviously the positioning, not really being able to get your shots in him was huge in the end. Even on one of his lower profiles.
Still this crazy damage.
Did a great job. 8 wounds to the salamanders and finished off the skink priest.
Yep.
Just
unbelievable. Yeah. Trying not to be like salty, but just not getting my skink priest buff. The 3
plus
up
1 to save.
For plus 1 to save.
Could have been.
Or the Starseer spell for plus 1 to save. Like
might not have changed much because I didn't even roll out the rest of my mounts, right?
Of what the damage could have been.
Yeah.
But just being from a 4-up save.
It helps.
The Sally's getting them to a 3-up and then a 2-up on a, you know what I mean?
So good in terms of trying to kill stuff. But again, reliant on another turn, priority to actually score objectives. Now, I scored this one. I got 3 points because I took it from you and I have a hero.
Yeah.
Have this for 1, so I score 4 for the round.
Yeah. Somehow this chameleon skinks has just been surviving.
That Alopex didn't do very good in combat.
He killed 4 or something.
4, and they, of course, don't have to worry about Battle Shock in Fangs.
Yeah.
And then over here, I sent these 2 just to kill the Starseer.
Yeah. Reduce
your summoning because late game, you're able to pop up units, teleport them, right? Do whatever you want.
Now, even if I withhold a spell, I'm at only 2, so I would be able to get to 5.
You won't be able to do it exactly until like round 3, round 4.
And in this situation, either way, Kroak, there's no way Kroak's not casting, so I wouldn't withhold him either way. So summoning's probably not going to play a huge factor.
But we're hoping Kroak does not get a chance to do said summoning.
I need it now,
I mean, I probably don't have a good chance to kill him, actually, but I would be able to take the objective. That's, the bright side.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I'm normally...
And it just gives me another round of scoring.
Yeah. Normally you'd be worried I was going to say about them, but I can just pick them up.
It doesn't matter, right?
No.
Yeah. So, jump into priority again.
Yeah.
Gave you first with the hope of getting the double at some point, so...
Yeah, it's always there.
Oh, God.
And you rolled another one,
Rolled 1, so...
Good job. I only rolled a 3, but that's enough.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We're going to Seraphon.
It's going to be 3? Seraphon, top of 3,
All right.
All right. Kroak has officially gone off.
Oh, 2 rounds now.
Yeah.
My army.
Yeah, he has. Did a comment, rolled 10, four units. I rolled a 3 on the scryer, killed him, rolled a 3 there. Essentially killed everything I wanted to in here and then teleported. I was going to just move them and charge, but I obviously just thought, why not teleport them and then just do their shooting attacks?
Yep.
It's 5s and 5s, but
staying on the objective,
a volume of attacks. So taking that one here, holding my point here with the leader as well. did a kind of a cheeky maneuver, which I don't usually do that much, but I actually charged in the 6 skinks here just because I figured with a 5-up save and giving them reroll 1s.
Good chance you survive and keep them tied up.
Because the Morsar don't do nearly as much damage if they're not charging. So now I do have just 2 little guys here that are keeping them in combat. So they're going to have to either... Oh, wait, do you get retreat and charge?
Round 4.
Not
this round.
Oh, okay, got you. Yeah. Oh, yeah, this is everything attack first. Fuck. Okay, yeah. So, yeah. Essentially, did that retreat...
Yeah, doesn't matter when there's not much combat or much models left.
Yeah, so that's, I know, and well, that's one thing. You want to kill Deepkin before turn 3, but... Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, that's that. I feel like I'm just like...
Yeah, no, obviously, no surprise that 43 mortals to a bunch of stuff is strong.
Yeah, that Kroak did, exactly 320 points worth of mortal wounds.
yeah, that's something.
Yeah.
But not out of it yet. Still, scraping, trying to do everything I can. So we will be going into bottom of the round.
Bottom of turn 2.
Round 3. So I'm attacking first still.
Yes.
For whatever that's worth.
Yeah.
We'll see what I can do.
All right.
Alright, Deepkin turn 3. I'm still sticking around. Just little things here and there, trying to do the best I can. Obviously, we're both getting low bodies, all that. But the big story is, obviously, you're up on points. As we've talked about already, I can stay in the game, but it's really going to take me to win a priority and get that double that like I said from the start, that I need to actually turn the game into a win.
Yep.
Later it gets, the harder it is scoring wise. So
after turn
I think
3,
I think if I don't win priority here, just on scoring, I might not be able to come back.
The amount of points, just me retreating and doing all that, yeah.
And being able to probably take those guys out.
Yeah, with magic.
Everything, right?
Yep.
The bound geminids are still there.
Yeah.
So you still
going to get to move them, yeah.
Exactly. So you still have a lot of damage you can do, right? And if I don't have those 2 Morsar, it really changes the face of what I am able to do.
Yeah.
And you were going to parting shot. You were in 18 of Kroak, so I had to just hope that you didn't roll 4-up. But that's the point that I'm at in this game, where that's
I rolled a 2.
That's all I can do.
Yeah.
And you did thankfully roll a 2. I shot one of the Alopexes at this unit, dealt 3 wounds, reduced their pile in.
Again.
So by the time I attacked, now you were attacking after all my attacks, so you were only getting, at best, you would have only had 1 attack into each unit, but I had obviously killed some.
Yep.
This unit, I just left them in combat to clear up the unit they were tagged with. Again, hoping here I get priority, I'll have the chance to retreat and charge. It's coming down to the wire, obviously, scraping the bottom of the barrel, trying to,
it was working.
every last, Roll out. See what happens.
Say that's how it goes.
2.
5.
Nope.
You don't roll a 100.
We'll go into Seraphon turn 4.
Yeah. All right, we are back, top of 4, and I think we're good. Yeah, Kroak just absolutely went off, not having a caster or any way to dispel. Even, I guess, yeah, it doesn't matter. +3, Comet, and all the Celestial Deliverances. Like Jordan said the whole time, when anything is in that range, it's just insane.
But he's only as good as Dreicher, right? Same points value.
Yeah, same point. So around that. But I was even able, obviously, just did the unbind or dispel it. Come within 6,
that was
recast
huge. So
the
actually,
Balewind.
So my error that I was kicking myself for in the end wouldn't have mattered because you put yourself forward 12 inches.
As most people know, if you don't know, that's a very good tactic you can do with the Balewind is when you dispel it in your... So I moved the Geminance, I dispelled it with the Balewind, and then you go within 6, then you can recast it with that extra spell you had, and then it just increases your range.
Same idea of what I was doing with the Cathlar in a recent game.
In one of the games, yeah. So it's,
You get just to move up the field.
Yeah.
Push your spell casting.
Killed my Astral right away, so it was 16 inches, which was still, enough to do that.
So at this point in the game, again, you score 5 here, 3 for this one, so you just took it, and 1 for each of these. So obviously no surprise to anyone. It was a little frustrating playing Fang.
Jordan was a little angry at times, but not angry.
But I mean, we all know what Seraphon does. We all know their strength. Even Deepkin, another top tier army. Like I said from the start, I have to win a priority to actually win the game. I can stay in it, to an extent and deal with your stuff, but the amount of tools, it's tough. It's tough to deal with everything, right? In Seraphon, you have to worry about it from all angles. And you know what? I'm very happy with how I played.
It was really good. A lot of good plays.
I think I really did everything I could. Hindsight, maybe that unit of Morsar right at the start of the game could have been left back. The turtle could have, maybe. Yeah,
that's what I feel like I do all the time. Like
it's
maybe
a tough thing.
I
could have potentially just thrown that Achillean Canyon, killed the Astrolith Bear, not worried about anything else. But then it's still that same thing. I'm not pushing on the objectives. I'm letting you keep me back.
Yeah.
And I can't do that. To be able to actually capitalize and turn the tables, I do have to get that priority, which means I also have to be in position to capitalize should I win that turn.
Exactly. And if you don't take that, then I can obviously just dispel that Balewind and get another 8 inches.
If I don't have the pressure.
And if you think you're outside, and then all of a sudden, boom, I am.
So yeah, that's always tough. And I actually think I was positioned pretty well in terms of I had that first wave for that turn 2 priority, hoping I would be able to push in again. I didn't get it. You were able to hit and triple a lot of that stuff, but I still had a second wave in reserve that wasn't getting hit.
Yeah.
For that turn 2, and then turn 3 priority. Didn't get that one. And I actually was surprised. I still think I
had a chance if
I had won the turn 4 priority for that double. Again, banking on the double in this matchup to get the win. I thought I needed a turn 2 or 3. Was a chance I could have done it, but even turn 4. I think it could have been too much in terms of actually storing points.
It might have been, but that's saying something. Being able to lose that many and still being fully in the game, and me making the mistake of the Cloud of Midnight, forgetting about that. A couple other small little things, not big mistakes, but having not being able to shoot your turtle here. the mechanic of that, you know what I mean, and still staying.
Yeah, and that's a positioning thing, not necessarily something you can control with shooting the turtle, but the chameleons, yeah, that's potentially a mistake.
Getting rid of the mid-cod midnight, I guess.
Yes, so that had an impact. Otherwise, it's your salamanders, not being able to shoot him off or something like that. Yeah. But regardless, I'm really relying on you to make a mistake, right? Yeah. And that one didn't actually end up catching, didn't end up
wasn't
hurting
that
you.
bad because I rolled a 4 up. Yeah.
You rolled a 4 up.
Got out of there.
Ran away onto an objective, denying me points. So that's obviously that's been the name of the game. That unit of strength.
Chameleons held that point for 3 turns.
That's a 6-point swing there, right?
Yeah.
Of you denying it and from me.
Yeah.
So
I think for me, just to kind of close out, or just what I think is with Deepkin, like you said, you don't want to stay back. You have to come in and hope you do get the double turn, or you do at least you're able to do that. And their biggest weakness in this match, obviously, is going to be Kroak with his AoE. So if you can't do anything, which it's very hard to do something about damage with him, then that's exactly what you see. You need to come into his zone, and he's gonna mess you up for being in that zone. Yeah. So yeah, it's.
You got to keep the pressure, or else he just Bale wins. Gets at it and just gets at the center of the board, and then he's hitting all the objectives, right?
Yeah, I was pretty much here by exactly.
So it's
a different playing Deepkin is different than playing tons of other armies.
But realistically, and this is where it's like everybody's saying Deepkin are so strong.
Yeah,
they have the strength of the shooting mechanic.
Yes.
If they didn't, they would be like every other combat army in the game that isn't in the meta anymore.
Yeah.
So Deepkin's not like overpowered or overly strong. No. They're just like the only combat army that's able to compete in the shooting meta.
Yes. You're absolutely right.
It's everyone, people talk about how overpowered or think they're, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
They are able to compete with the top armies. So that's why I always say they're like, a tier 1.5. Because they're not quite as strong as the top armies, but they can always compete.
Yeah. And
they do have great tools, don't get me wrong.
And all the shooting armies have scared away their baddies, like you always say, back in Iron Jaws, which is totally right. You're totally right.
And especially here, this is also a good point. Your Seraphon lists are typically around 10 drops now.
Yeah.
Meaning a list like the MSU spam Morsar Eels, you're outdropping it.
Yeah. I would just sit here, give him first.
Exactly. And then it's like game over, because then not only does he have no chance at the double turn, but if you did a double chance, it is game over.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So that's why I do think you don't necessarily have to take the battalion and do a Kellyan Core, but reducing your drops.
But that helped you huge, having the reroll, even just on the net launcher.
But the battalion in this is amazing.
That battalion is really good.
It is a good one, but if you didn't want to take the turtle, you could still do different builds.
Yeah.
Not necessarily having to take a battalion or that one in particular.
Yeah. Yeah, this list is just so much versatility. You can do everything as 3 massive hammers, and Kroak's not even one of them. That's why I always say Kroak and the 3 hammers.
And then he's
technically his own
summoning, hammer. Teleporting.
Yeah.
Like, if you didn't have this unit of stinks that you summoned, I would have taken that objective.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's big, killing the Ashleth Bear too. I could have left him further back as well, but because parting shot, I could have been here, but I could have even done it from here. I was just, I don't know why I moved him so far up.
I think it was the 6-up ward save.
Which he wasn't in anyways too, but it was just a dumb little thing. Anyway, that's going to be enough for us here. I want to just, again, shout out all the premium members, just everyone that watches as well. Just
appreciate all the support.
Love the support. We're really trying to just do more bat wraps and, a lot of exciting things to come up in the future. We've been having great reception. But yeah, like the video as well. It really, really helps. Just more people kind of directs them to the channel. Comes up in the recommended videos, a lot of things like that, which I don't think anyone knows how that actually works. But
YouTube algorithm.
Exactly, YouTube algorithm. But awesome. Thanks other than that, and we'll see you soon.
Cheers.